to the Guitar Collection. Today I have this really incredible instrument by the American luthier Zebulon Turrentine. It is from the year 2024. It's his 92nd guitar, and this one is lattice-braced. Before I get more into the construction and the sound of this one, I want to say that I've known Zeb now since, I don't know, I want to say maybe like 2014 or 2015. He would go to a couple of the same festivals that I used to always frequent because I was in Tallahassee at Florida State University studying with Bruce Holtzman. And a short commute from there, a few hours, was the Columbus Symposium, Columbus State University Guitar Symposium, which still happens every year in January, February, I think February. And there's a huge guitar competition there. Especially at that time, there was more than 50 or 60 people competing in the open category. And so many luthiers would come. I would see his latest instruments. I would see people buying them, really excited about them. And now, fast forward to the future, like 10 years later, I am seeing a really incredible instrument of his. So it's really neat to see. Like I said, this one's from 2024. It's in brand new condition. It is a very interesting bracing. It's lattice brace with little bits of carbon reinforcement, but that lattice bracing is only in this area of the guitar. It doesn't come to the sides like most lattice bracing does. And his reasons for that, I'm sure it has to do with the sound and limiting the amount of lattice he uses, but it's a very interesting thing to see. I believe this bridge is made of wingay. It looks like wingay to me. Pardon my guesses here. You'll see there is a raised fingerboard on this guitar. You'll see his rosette here, which I would describe this center of the rosette to be this almost like gray and black wind or snow or, wow, what does it remind me of? Anyways, it's really neat, and I'm sure that's there's some significance to this, but I wish I knew. But it's up to your own interpretation as well. Looking at the neck, before I turn the guitar around, you have to see. But one thing that'll strike you right away that it, for me, is reminiscent of the steel string world is that there's bindings that go along the neck that are maple. It reminds me of like a beautiful Martin or Taylor guitar that has this. And I have to say, up close, you notice it right away. But from a distance, it gives the guitar the neck, this kind of like halo effect. That's really neat, actually. I think from a distance, you notice the neck a little bit more on the guitar in a tasteful way. I do tend to prefer guitars that are a little bit more understated, but this one is maximal in a really beautiful way, I think. Speaking of maximal, look at the maximum beauty on the back of this guitar. This is really quite something. And I have to say the whole aesthetic of the guitar is tied into many different places. You have this beautiful piece of wood on the back and sides, and then you'll also see that up on the back plate of the headstock. And a nice little detail here is actually how it's carved, how the little head plate is carved. You can feel that it's raised up here, but it's non-intrusive for your fingers. It just looks like a really nice fancy detail. Really smooth tuners with this very brushed base plate here. And then, of course, up here on the top plate of the headstock, you'll see some of these same woods that are used on the back and sides. And there is a truss rod with cover here. Another reminiscent steel string thing. But the specs, the details, this spruce top, these are all the least of my concerns. It's more about the sound and the playability, which you just have to hear. A quick chord test for you. Boy, are we into the world now of modern guitars where there is so many sounds, so much sustain, and the sound just pops out effortlessly, right? I mean, this is the thing, is you have a great traditional guitar, the sound is responsive, but you still have to push more than like some modern super lightweight double top or a really modern lattice brace guitar. but I have to say it makes making music so easy. The volume comes out of this guitar just effortlessly. And I have to say there's this thickness to the basses. And there's this regality to the sound. You know, it's one of these guitars, you know, actually Glenn Cannon's another maker that always mystifies me with this ability. But it's one of these sounds that's like, it's miraculously in tune. The overtones are all agreeing with each other too, in this way that it's very hard to describe. You think tuning is just like, oh yeah, stick your tuner on the guitar and tune it up. It's not that simple. And the way the overtones stay in tune it's something else. Why is it? It's so perfect. By the way, this is something I haven't covered yet. The playability of this thing is just amazing. It's got tall frets. The action is probably, you know what? Let me tell you right here. I know this looks staged. I just had this ready, but trust me, I always have my action gauge out. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? It's 3 millimeters at the 12th. How is it not buzzing with every note? I mean, it does if I push. Right? I'm doing rest stroke and pushing pretty hard, but the action is extremely, extremely low. And there's a slight radius to the fingerboard as well. But man, this thing just absolutely captivates you when you play a chord. And I have to say, it's at a pretty affordable price point too. It's still a hand-built guitar. And you know, this is all nylon strings. I'm normally influenced right away to switch to carbon G and B. This one has all nylons, and man, it is nice. I'll play a piece that I play on every guitar here, Prelude 11 by Tárrega. Non-intentional, but whatever. It's so easy to play on this guitar, and this F sharp is so beautifully sustaining, and so is the D. Whoa, the overtones and everything just, I mean, it just completely fills up with sound. Wow. Well, let me try a couple of other pieces. How about Capricho árabe? Wow. Well, you can tell it's so easy to make it sustain. It's very even. Whew. Wow. Okay, I have to play something in standard tuning. Oh, I already did. I played registro actually. Wow. Didn't even say it, but this guitar is so colorful. It's so easy to manipulate the colors. Well, congratulations to Zebulon Turrentine. This is a real gem of a guitar, made in 2024. It is in, I'm very picky about this, it is in 9.9 out of 10. Actually, yeah, 9.9 out of 10, I would say. I was about to say 10 out of 10. You can't tell it's been played, but there's a single mark here, not a string ding, but a little single tiny scratch. It's in perfect condition. In fact, sometimes guitars that come from the actual luthier shop have more scratches in it than this because, you know, they have colleagues and friends play the guitar, or maybe they play themselves and inevitably something ends up on it. So, wow, what a nice guitar by Zebulon Turrentine. Congratulations to him. It's really fun to get to know this guitar. And there's so many details I even noticed after the fact, but hope you guys enjoyed as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. It's been a real treat to get to know this Zebulon Turrentine guitar from the year 2024. If you're interested, check it out at guitarcollection.com. It'll be linked in the description here. There's a full album of photos, a description, and of course you can check out the listing if you're interested in this guitar or one like it. Please also subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's a growing community here. Love to see all the new faces. Let me know what you think of this guitar in the comments. And be sure to check out live streams on Tuesdays at 11 a.m. Central Time. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.